Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm Jessica, and I was just thinking about Reiki. So I never knew about Reiki until I knew about it, which was about 2006, 2007, around then. I want to say 2006 because I started doing psychic readings professionally in 2007, and the Reiki started first. But I didn't even know what it was until I knew, which was around then. And I was actually doing massages for a living. I wasn't licensed, but I have a natural gift, and I lived in an area where people were always booking appointments for that. So I got away with it as long as I could. But I had quite a following and a lot of regulars. Like, I started giving massages when I was 13 for money to my friends' parents. Like, my friends' moms, their feet would be sore, and I'd be like, "Oh, let me hook you up," because I knew I was good. My mama trained me, and then also my friend Wayne. Me and him used to trade massages. We were always like, "Oh, my back, oh, whatever." So we just ended up, like, I swear for a while there was like every weekend we just trade massages all weekend, and I got hella good. I'd learn what was good and what wasn't. So anyways, I was giving massages, and people would always be like very relaxed when I was done. Kind of like nudge them to get them off the table relaxed. And I started to notice that my clients started having more energy, and also my hands were getting a lot hotter. Like, I'd give them massages as normal, and my hands would warm up, obviously. You got friction there. But they were getting a lot hotter than normal, and I could feel like some kind of energy. And I had been meditating quite a lot, like for hours at a time, around this time of my life. And I had been contacted by my one of my spiritual ancestors, Sasha, and was building a relationship with her at this time too. So after a while of noticing, these changes, I did ask her, what's going on, and that's when I heard the word Reiki, and so that's when I found out that's what I was doing. Like, I literally had to Google the word ray, like a ray of light, and then the word key, like a key to the door, and that's how I found out what it was. And I found out, all these people are taking classes and getting attuned, and I didn't do that. I don't have a certificate. I did have one. I went ahead and immediately got, society's certificate of approval, which I just find it funny, like, I mean, I'm not like haha funny, ironic, I guess. I'm just like, how does that work? Like, because there's people like me who I don't even know what it was, and I got the gift. I was given the gift and told what it was, and there was no like lesson plan in this and the way it worked for me. Like, I was the original Reiki massage person. When I started telling people I did Reiki massages, these people who took their course and they took level 1, 2, 3 in the masters, they told me, no, you can't do, no, you have to use hand symbols. It's not massage. Well, guess what? I go on my 10-year walk with spirit and all, and I come back and I'm seeing people advertising Reiki massage, and I'm like, wow. And I'm just like, okay, that part is like, haha, funny. Like, oh, okay, tell me again. Tell me again what I can't do. Now other people are doing it, and I'm not saying they shouldn't at all, because I know it works. I know it works. But what I'm confused about is like the people who do take their courses. I'm not begrudging you your effort or your ability. You know, I don't know. Everybody has their own way, and I'm not saying no one can learn to do things if they focus their attention. But I'm not trying to discredit anyone. I'm just like confused, like, because I got kind of shit on by the community. Thank you. And I'm not trying to start a fight or a war, but I'm just like, how does that work? Like, how do you really know your Reiki practitioner was given this gift and possesses the gift? Or is it really psychosomatic for a lot of people? And if so, if it works, it works. But I'm sorry, I stutter. I'm kind of like a unique person because I do readings. I do believe in the unseen world, but I'm also hella critical. I'm very critical. Like I don't get readings from other psychics. You will probably I used to try, but I find like I have a hard time I have a hard time feeling that the readers are connected to me. So, and I also find that the more I rely on my own intuition, and even if I don't, like, I get messages on my own, and I do believe we all do. I'm also the lady who's a professional psychic, but will also tell her clients, you don't need me. You need to connect with your own higher self. And I love helping people do that. Like, ideally, that's what I would like to do. Encourage more people to tap into your own intuition. I just had a client come to me. She's come to me a few times, and I always do my 2-minute connection period. Like, you have to pay up front before I'm going to tell you anything. I will chat with you. I'll find out what you want to know about. And I'll feel your vibe out. There's some people I'm like, oh, if you're too angry or like I'm sensitive, I'm an empath. So if the energy's a little too heavy for me, I guess is what I'm saying. Sometimes I will need to reschedule or just not be able to do it, but that rarely happens. That rarely happens. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is I do provide a connection period where I go over the client's past and present and how they're feeling about stuff. In regards to the question they're asking, sometimes the spirit will bring up other issues because why? Because quite often, my dear, people are asking questions that are not the most important thing for them to focus on. Or there's something, yeah, like a lot of people will ask about love. But anyway, I digress. So I do this 2 minute thing where I'll go over stuff my clients can be able to say, okay, this is on point or this is not on point. And if it's not on point, then I'm gonna give you your money back. Don't worry about that. I don't want your money if I can't do the job. That's just ethics to me. That's my definition of ethics. So so I had this client, and she's come to me a few times. We've made it past the connection period, but the predictions weren't panning out. And when she came back, she said, this happens every time, like no matter who she goes to. The opposite always happens. And I've had that happen in my past. Like, there's been periods where literally I pull a card and I'm asking for myself sometimes. But I'll pull a card and even whether it's me or another client, I'll notice the opposite's coming out. So when I do that, I have to like change my sales when I'm made aware of it too. If a client just say, no, you're not connected, and then they get their refund and leave, then I don't know. But if they do let me know, actually it's the opposite, then I'm able to tell, okay, we're sailing on this wave today, and I have to read the opposite. But for our clients, I have that happen so much. I'm like, wow, I think my first thought was, I think Spirit's probably saying she needs to do her own reading, or she needs to just have faith. Like, and maybe she shouldn't connect with, psychics, because it's not for everybody. I've gone to other readers too, and like that's why I don't get readings. Almost never can they pick up on the past or present for me. and a lot of them, they don't offer any way for you to know. They'll just start going on and on about stuff out in the future. In my case, it wouldn't pan out. And anyway, so that's me. I should probably edit that, but I keep it real, so we're just gonna let it go. Oh, yeah, babe. All right. Yeah, the ADD took over. This is 10 minutes long, so I'll just go ahead and stop that. The more you know.